Good afternoon, Paolo. Don't forget that TranStar safety standards call for a weekly inspection of your uniform. Report to the hardware labs for a diagnostic.
Excuse me?
More specimens required.
What the hell am I looking at here? What in tarnation was that?
Yesterday's batch was an abysmal failure. Piss-poor route initiation. However, Dr. Lin from Psychotronics was kind enough to provide me with a sample of material that should multiply the effectiveness of the phytohormones when applied to already mature plants. I expect reduced time to maturity, increased yield, and an above-normal salutary effect. Hopefully, it doesn't taste like shit. I just need permission to run the plan through the fabricator.
Okay. Oh. Sure. Let's pick up where this good friend of ours left off. Yeah, sure, why not? It's not like we got anything better to do. Alright, finally. We can pick up this very heavy crate now. And, get to see what the fuss is about. The great mystery that is Alex's safe. Here we go. This better be good. Subthermal amp. Alex Hughes suite. A transcribe. 2 neuromods. Alright, could be worse, I guess.
Once things get as bad as I think they probably are,
Oh.
your only option is to escape. Get the word out about what's happening on Talos 1. Alex has a private escape pod. It's locked up. I made a copy of the key and hid it on top of the data tower near the chair. You know the one I'm talking about. Listen, there's more at stake this time than just us, or this station. If just one of those creatures made it back home, then we're lost. I keep having this dream. I'm just staring into the black between the stars. There's something there. I know there is. I just can't see it. But it sees me. I can feel it. Hate us. I know you know what I'm talking about. Or you will soon.
Alright, and here we are again, at crew quarters. Now this time, this trip obviously won't be as long as the first time we got here, but... So, yeah. Let's get inside Alex's suite and, I guess find the, escape pod key. Oh. It's not very nice. Did we read this? Doesn't look like it. Excerpt from TranStar Policy Handbook, Section 8.30.76, Neuromods and Bonuses. At TranStar, we believe in rewarding employees who perform at exemplary levels. Through our recognition program, employees who are recommended for promotion or commendation are also eligible to receive neuromods from the list found in Appendix 4.c. Please note these incentives are subject to the limitations outlined in Section 13 and may be revoked or removed at TranStar's discretion, especially in cases involving employee termination, disciplinary action, or emergency protocols. Okay. So it's a bonus that can also be taken away at, at any given time. As long as you don't piss off the bosses, the TranStar bosses. What you got in here, Alex? Alex, your chief engineer just sent a flunky down here to install upgraded door sensors. We took the sensors and turned the engineer away. Hudson disassembled one of them, and there was something inside. A listening device. What the hell is this about? Recently she tried to request records from Neuromod Div. Volunteer records, Alex. I don't think I can overstate the seriousness of the situation. You need to get a handle on Ilyushin. I cannot find any camera footage of Chief Ilyushin leaving Morgan's quarters. It either does not exist or it has been deleted. When questioned, Morgan said it was an engineering matter and does not want it filed with Human Resources. If you want to know more, I suggest you speak to Morgan directly. I will follow up with Chief Ilyushin as ordered. In speaking to Chief Ilyushin, she admitted the visit concerned a medical matter and requested the visit not be misconstrued. Upon your orders, I reminded her again if there has been any change in her relations with Morgan Yu, she would need to notify HR. I consider the matter closed and would prefer such inquiries be left off my duty roster in the future. Somebody's keeping a tab on me and Ilyushin. Ooh. A can of Osetra caviar. Oh, there it is. A tin of fine Caspian caviar shipped from Earthside. Sure. Don't mind if I do. There we go. Excellent. Excerpt from Book 6 of the Starbender Cycle by Fetcher McMarvin. The three sons of Belkalar were melting into one another in the sky, twisted in their death throes as the dark star anomaly devoured them with disconcerting alacrity. Trevor had managed to navigate the deadly debris whirling around the anomaly and crash land Empress Tourmaline's Royal Raptor cruiser at the base of Mount Mole, the synthetic geopyramid which they were now surmounting. Fuck me. They stood panting beside a thin stone altar, its receptacle pulsing with crimson light. One minor detail I left out, Trevor, the Empress said between labored breaths. We put this into the altar and it devours the anomaly, taking us with it in the process, Trevor replied, a wink in his grim smile. You knew the whole time? Trevor wrapped his fingers around hers, both of them now holding the Starbender prism. I was born for this, Trevor replied, and he pushed the prism into the altar. Oh. Okay, another chipset. Okay. Oh. Anything in the bathroom? Oh. Terraforming Mars. Did we find what we came for? transcribe said that the copy should be in the chair? Something about a chair? Okay, I didn't expect that to happen. The only thing that I wanted to shatter didn't shatter. Hold on, let's okay, hold on. We got a lot of things to unpack. What do we got here? Your suit is more resistant to environmental hazards that degrade its integrity. Sure. Sure, why not? Sign me up. Boosts the amount of damage done by super thermal. I don't know what that means, but sure. I'll take it. Neuromods. Yeah, more... Well, do we need... We don't need more chip slots right now. What do we need, though? Leverage 3? Yeah, why not? Just in case. I'm not gonna take any chances anymore. Okay, so audio logs. Right. Play that again?
Once things get as bad as I think they probably are, your only option is to escape. Get the word out about what's happening.
Never mind.
Talos 1.
Found it.
Alex has a private escape pod. It's locked up. I made a copy of the key and hid it on top of the data tower near the chair.
Near the chair.
You know the one I'm talking about.
Alright, thank you, Morgan. I found what I was looking for. Wait, what? Escape Talos 1. What do you mean? Just like that? No. No, are you kidding me? I'm not going anywhere. This is our mess. We're not walking out of here until we fix it. One way or another. Oh. What do we got here? Ah, the lover's gift. This must be it. Hold on a minute. It's been, you know, it might not seem like it to you guys, but it's been a day for me, so I've forgotten the context behind this, so let's have a listen again.
You've got me really curious.
Are you ready for your instructions, my lady?
This better not get us into trouble. Not too much trouble, anyway.
First, you must journey to the tree where we carved our initials.
And what if I bump into Julian Howard?
Run like hell. Julian the Ogre does not like people touching his trees, or his, fruit.
Probably be a lot less grumpy.
Anyway, beneath a stone you will find a magical key card. This key card will unlock everything your heart desires.
Oh, well, I don't need a key for that.
And don't worry about work. Michaela said you could take an extra shift since it's your birthday.
Alright. Sign me up, Lawrence. Oh! It's booby trapped. Oh. What? Oh no, Lawrence! How long have you been hiding in here? Oh. Oh man, he had the roses. He had the rose trail ready. And everything. Oh. That's a shame. Apple, some wine. Some cards. Sure, why not? A shotgun. Oh dear. Well, that's a shame. Okay, well, yes, that's the end of that story. Next. Probably use the lift now, right?
Psychotropic prescription escalation recommended. I should look into that.
Pardon me? Oh. Oh yeah, hold on.
No alien material detected.
Before we do anything, before we go to the lift, we also need to fabricate that gardening thing that we've just gotten. Let's see. It's the quickest way down. Probably through here, right? There we go. Alright. We're due for some recycling anyway. Let's see here. We're gonna dump all of our junk. We're gonna dump the booze. Don't need that. Recycle charge. Don't need that. What else? Gonna dump 8 jelly deals. Okay, we're gonna eat that. We're gonna eat that. Dump that. Dump that. 3 veggie blends. EMP charge. 6 bananas. 1 shotgun. Null wave transmitters. 3 apples. What else can we dump? 10 repair kits. And, you know what? Why the hell not? 18 psi hypos. We're not using a lot of them anyway. So, dump those, recycle them, make better use out of them for all of our benefits. You know what? While we're at it, let's how many should we dump? Say 17? Yeah. 17 medkits. There we go. I might regret that decision later, but sure. I could just fabricate more if I wanted to. It's fine. And anything else? Let's split our glue canisters in half. Right down the middle. Dump all of that. Don't need all of that glue. Sure. I'll keep 10 foam bolts around. I'll dump away the rest, recycle them. And, yeah, I think that's it for now. Recycle, please. Here we go. Alright. Okay, here we go. We're gonna fabricate ourselves Dr. Howard's growth formula. An experimental growth formula developed by Dr. Julian Howard intended to increase yield and efficiency, efficacy of TranStar's engineered fruit. Oh! Thanks for that. Put it on. Oh, that's what the sprinkler system was for. Right, gotcha. That makes sense. Okay. So we go up here now. And, oh, sprinkler controls. Oh, note? There's a note? Oh. Entry 165. I've managed to reduce the growth time to around 10 minutes per fruit. It's remarkable to see them sprout from practically nothing and grow to an edible size and ripeness before my very eyes. More importantly, I finally obtained clearance for wider range testing of the growth formula from Dr. Kelstrup. All that's left is actually fabricating it, and then inserting it in the sprinkler system. I'm keeping the fabrication plan on my person, as I have no doubt others would love to claim credit for it. Well, too bad, buddy. I'm gonna claim credit for it. There we go. Push. Let's watch these babies grow. Oh. How much is the growth cycle? 10 minutes, he said? Oh, the note is gone now. Okay. Well, since time here moves in real time, does that mean that we have to wait 10 actual minutes? Okay, well, in that case, I'm gonna go and do some other things until the 10 minutes are up. Alright, so now we can go to the lift and figure out what to do from there. Alright. So before we go to life support, let's first go down all the way to the lobby, because we got some unfinished business down there. Let's remind ourselves. So, let's see. I found a transcribe in the lobby on the body of Hendrik De Vries, the head of the trauma center. The transcribe is encrypted, but if I could find a decryption key, I could figure out what's on it. Okay. So, we're going to the lobby to try to find a decryption key so we can decrypt special little transcribe. Hello? Alright then. It's good to be back. Thanks for that, Weaver. I thought there was only one Weaver, but apparently there is plenty. I thought Weaver was like a special name given for like the proto mimic or the alpha mimic or something, but no. It's just another name for a very big, slightly different mimic. Not mimic, well, I mean, mimics don't fly, but whatever. It's a thing. It's a Typhon thing. Alright, well, anyways, let's not waste any more time. So... where would this decryption key be? I mean... we visited most of the places in here. Let's take a look around. See if we've missed anything from our first visit. Maybe there's a safe somewhere. Not at the exhibit. I doubt that. Okay. Security station. There's got to be a safe somewhere here that we didn't manage to open up. Or something. Ah, see? Locked safe. Now we can unlock it. It's a level 3 hack, but we'll do our best to see what we can do. Oh! There we go. Alright, shotgun shells fabrication plan. Brilliant. Recycler charge. Null wave transmitter. Oh dear. That's not much, is it? Okay. Yeah, read that. Oh. Right. Dimitri Bowser. Almost forgot. Good to see that the mess we made here is still here.
Good afternoon, Talos. Safety aboard Talos 1 is everyone's responsibility. Send all help requests or concerns to security@transtar.talos.
Yeah. Okay, Shuttle Bay. Is this still locked? Locked off? Oh! Got a key card for the Shuttle Bay. Interesting. Do we need to go to the Shuttle Bay? Alright, well, let's finish up here first. And then we'll go and pay a visit to the Shuttle Bay. I don't know. It's unlocked, so why not? Investigate. Who knows what we'll find. Employee orientation. Psychotronics. Is that all there is on this floor? Psychotronics. Foyer, main lift, TranStar exhibit, security station. Okay. Apparently so. Is there anything in the Psychotronics foyer that we missed? No, I think we're good on that part. Yeah, alright. Let's go then. Second floor. Or first floor? No. Okay. Level 1, level 2. Okay. Let's go to level 2. Is it nighttime now? No, it doesn't make sense. We're in space. Why is it darker now suddenly? Okay, weird. Trauma center. Oh, have we found key cards for these doors yet? Oh, we have. Oh, Hendrik de Vries. There you go. Ah, okay. The decryption key must be somewhere around here. Oh, bit of a hoarder, are we? Alright, here we go. Hendrik, I need you to remove all sensitive material regarding the psyche evals immediately. Of special importance are Morgan's log sessions. I need those materials in my office. From this point forward, only speak through an encrypted transcribe. I've sent you the decryption key. You should be able to download it from your workstation. Hendrik, Trevor Young is one of our scientists. He was exposed to our inner containment area without proper protection. He's gone through observation in psychotronics and had his most recent neuromods removed as a precaution, but we'd like to keep him under more standard quarantine until we can be certain there are no lingering psychological effects. Work with Dr. Cole on this. Thanks. Alright, decryption key. There we go. Can we listen to the transcribe now? There we go. Let's have a listen. Where is it?
Alex! Damn it. Hold on. I'm encrypting the rest of this. Okay, Dr. Cole already wiped the recording of Morgan's breakdown off his computer. The last copy is hidden in his office. I'm not going back. You'll have to get it yourself. ACBAC. Good luck.
ACABC. Is that what he said? ACBAC. In Dr. Cole's office. Okay, I guess that's where we gotta go next. Do we read this? Let's see. Doesn't seem like it. Excerpt from Cellular Society, The Social Repercussions of Medical Technologies, Dr. Evan Harding. Yet the effects of medical technology on society's norms can be more pronounced. To cite a recent example, one only has to recall cigarette use was often frowned upon as a habit until advances in the food industry that allowed for consumable microspheres that captured and expelled cancer cells from the body. Simultaneously, both the fear of cancer and the stigma attached to smoking vanished within a generation. Now, smoking is perceived as no more harmful than drinking a soda. Huh. That's a good one. Got it. Ooh. Repair kit. And some neuromods, okay. Oh. We've already unlocked Dr. Cole's office. Is this what they were talking about? No, this is stuck on ABC. What? Good cop, bad cop? Okay. Files? Emails? Utilities? Ah! Begin with... Ah! Right, because I think I made the wrong decision before, and so it locked me out. Okay, start. Was it ACBAC? I think. AC B A C. Aha. Search safe. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Intriguing. What do we got here?
You seem frustrated.
I have
Needed. Please
months that
contact
are
a
just
qualified engineer.
gone.
Shh.
I've been listening to the logs, reading the research, playing catch-up.
Do you know how many times we've had this conversation? This is the 5th time.
Does it always go the same way?
Not always.
What does that mean?
What do you think it means?
I think it means you should be concerned as my counselor.
All
You left
systems
yourself a message.
operational. Thank you.
Would you like to listen to it?
No.
I think it would beep.
I said no. That's not me.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. I just know.
You agreed to this. This was all your idea. Yours and Alex's.
I didn't agree to any of this. That Morgan is not me. I would never... Do you know what's going on in psychotronics? Do you?
If I did, I couldn't say. You know that.
What do you know about the Typhon?
We shouldn't talk about them. Not without your brother present.
Them. You do know, you snake. How can you sit there?
Morgan, take a deep breath. Here.
I don't want a pill. I want this state shut down. I want Earth.
Morgan.
I said no.
Okay. I'm going to call Alex.
I see. So what? I started to show signs of rebellion, and Alex decided to shut that shit down immediately. Huh. Still don't know how to get the power back on that computer, but apparently this computer hasn't been unlocked yet, so who knows what secrets may lay inside here. Oh. There we go. Dr. Yu, I'm writing for permission to access one of the patient files. Ilyushin Mikhaila. I already spoke to Nurse Mara, then Dr. DeVry, and both indicated that not all the medical reports were available, notably the ones at the Petersburg TranStar facility, and then again in Kiev, where she was cleared for station operations. All my requests have been denied, and I was hoping you could help me with this matter. Dr. Salas, Engineer Ilyushin was cleared Earthside. What exactly is the problem here? She claims she needs a bi-weekly booster shot of neurostimprexine to offset mild physiognomic fatigue. But NSP is a treatment for many ailments, including white noise, paraplexis, muscle paralysis due to neuronal disorder. If it is late-onset white noise, then this would explain why Ilyushin has no neuromods, not simply because she has refused them, as she has claimed. Ilyushin's brain has never been scanned, which I also find unusual, especially for a TranStar employee. I requested her files to see if any member of her family had a history of the disorder, but those of her parents are also not accessible. Dr. Sells, I know what paraplexis is. The records are sealed by government order, not TranStar. My hands are tied. Interesting.
Good afternoon, Talos. In the event of a loss of atmosphere, gravity,
So
or
Alex
other
knew
serious
that
emergency, please report to the nearest muster station.
Aleutian had a problem, a neural problem, and he still cleared her to be on Talos 1? Odd. Alright. Oh, who do we got here? Beth Eno. Okay. Anything good here? Again with this anti-rad shit? Sure. Why not? The more the merrier. You know, if you're gonna have multiple fabrication plans, then maybe you should let me recycle them. After I get the first one, every other version of them, I should be able to recycle. At least make them slightly useful. Rather than just me picking them up and then immediately them just disappearing into the aether, never to be seen again. Alright, great. Well, that's it. That's the great mystery behind Secure Pharmaceutical. A dead person and some medical equipment. Great. Okay. What else is on this floor? Anything that we couldn't have accessed before? Oh. Still haven't found a keycard to the IT supply closet. Huh. I wonder if it's like somewhere far away, somewhere that no one could be able to protect, or if it's somewhere within this facility we just haven't been able to find it. Alright. Is there really anything up here? Oh! Hold on a minute. Human resources. It's on this floor, right? Yeah. It's over there. Should be able to move the stuff out of the way now. Oh? Oh. Right. Sure, might as well. Let's see what's in human resources here. There's gotta be something worthwhile if you need the highest tier of leverage to get inside. Wonder if a recycler charge would have worked. Nah, I don't think so. You can't make it too easy. Get the shit out of here. Alright. HR is now open, boys. Alright. Anything good? Thomas Tucker, Human Resources. Here we go. Rule 47. It is not okay to eat other crew members' lunches. If you're hungry, let me know. Need a chat? I'm available. Goat. Huh. Oh? I see. Hello, Sandro. It is my pleasure to inform you that your application has been accepted. We have shipped you a packet of documents. Please review and sign by the end of this week. Once the paperwork is done, I'll send travel instructions. We'd like to get you up here next month if possible and begin orientation. It's always challenging to reserve travel, but you'll be booked for an exhilarating ascent on one of our shuttles. Please accept my welcome on behalf of the TranStar family. We look forward to bringing you aboard. Tommy, I appreciate your concern and understand you don't want to be held accountable for discrepancies on the books. Hunter Hale's compensation package stands out because he negotiated it with me. Consider the matter settled. Even if we paid him 6 times what our other pilots make, our projections for this year would support it. Enjoy your time at the top while it lasts, because it won't be long. J. Dalton. See what I have to deal with? This needs to stop. Lane Carpenter. Subject: Thief. Huh. Is that Josh Dalton? The guy with the involved with the Blackbox Project? Oh. New chipset. Increase the battery life of the flashlight. Oh. Sounds good. What do we... Oh, we already have that. Yeah, that's alright. Don't need 2 of the same thing. It's kind of a waste. Alright, well, I don't know what I was expecting here. It is human resources. I don't know why I was expecting like this grand booty, if you will. Just some boring old cubicles and one big boring office. That's about it. Alright, cool. Let's move on to something else then. Let's hop down here. And oh, wait. Before we go to the lift, we gotta investigate this whole
Attention. Station leadership has issued
Shuttle
an
Bay
alert.
thing.
All personnel should report to muster stations immediately and await further...
Hazardous atmosphere conditions.
Malfunction. Please evacuate until repairs can be made by an engineer or
Alright.
operator.
So this is the Shuttle Bay, eh? This is where all the So, this is the Shuttle Bay then, eh? This is where all the, must be where all the new employees arrive from, at, there, and back again. Back, and to the left, back, and to the left. Back and to the left. Back and to the left. Okay. Sound is a bit muffled. Is it because we're in space, or what's going on? Is there something about hazardous?
Warning. Oxygen
It's out of the
levels
way.
critical. Please seek a breathing
Oh.
apparatus immediately.
Alright. So, am I gonna die? Am I gonna run out of oxygen? Should I not be here? I'm not taking any damage. Nobody's telling me to turn back. So I'll keep going for now. Mechanic pit and pilot lounge. Oh, apparently we have the key for that. Sure, 3690. Hello?
Warning, air supply system malfunction. Please evacuate until repairs can be made by an engineer or an operator.
Weapon upgrade kit. It's been a while. Suit repair kit fabrication plant. Shuttle control room keycard. Random dim sum. Kingston Way sparkling wine. Oh. Galil Seif.
Steve, this is Captain Hale, Shuttle Exalt. I'm trying to hail the bridge, getting zip. Can you confirm, please? I have some system malfunctions. It's across the board. It's hard to make sense. I need to park ASAP. Recommend security detail when I come in. Hearing some noise in the cabin. Shit, what is going on?
Oh.
I don't know why I can't reach anyone, but I am dead in the water. Repeat, I have 0 engines. I'm drifting. God damn it, Steve, answer your transcribe. Alright. Shit. Investigating cabin. I have a sidearm. If all clear, I will attempt to EVA to an airlock.
I wonder how that all worked out for him. Seems like we can find out for ourselves. Oh. Get out of here, man. Stop wasting my time. Eddie Voss. What happened to you, friend?
Mr. Yu, this is Eddie Voss. I work down in cargo. The fact is, we've been stealing from you, sir. It started small, just, moving harmless contraband on and off the station. Pharma food not on the safe list. I don't know, maybe you don't pay your techs and hardware enough, but, Lily got ambitious after a while. Started stealing neuromods, fabrication plans, selling them to TranStar rivals. Yeah. Sit on that for a sec, Mr. Yu. Kazma's got our IP now. Lily made me modify some of the old alarm panels around Talos so, we could use them as dead drops. I'm certain a few of them still have company property. 3 taps of the wrench will pop it open. Anyway, I just wanted to say, I never meant for things to get out of hand. It just, took on a life of its own. But I'd like to make it right, any way I can. That's all.
Interesting. Seems like we've had a little Talos smuggling ring on our hands. Very interesting. Should probably try to look into that if we can.
Warning,
Oh?
air supply system
David
malfunction.
Simmons.
Please evacuate until repairs can be made by an engineer or an operator.
Wait, there's an operator dispenser here. Will that solve the problem? Oh, needs a password.
new operator.
If I dispense one right now, is it gonna go and fix this place?
TranStar Cobalt 410
Should hope so.
engineering class operator ready to deploy. Please stand clear of aperture.
Uh-huh. Okay, you do your thing, pal.
Coming through.
I won't get in your way. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Oh. Blaine Cooley. Fancy meeting you here, friend. What do we got from you, Cooley?
Air supply system malfunction. Please evacuate.
Day 2? We've read Day 2, right? Yeah, they ran towards the shooting.
Repairs can be made by
Right.
an engineer or an operator.
Ooh, another upgrade kit. Alright. Don't mind if I do. Let's take care of this security station thing. There we go. That was a mess. Help! Anyone still there? We're trapped by the escape pods. Let's get the lay of the land at least. Hello? Let's get the lay of the land at least. Okay. Alright. What else we got up here before we go downstairs? Tom Buzz Cooper. Okay. This is not working. Shut down the graph shafts to keep them from spreading. Utility on my computer. Tooling room level, lower level. Oh. Okay.
Warning. Oxygen levels critical. Please seek a breathing apparatus immediately.
I guess we gotta... Yeah. We gotta go downstairs if we want to fix the lift. Alright, that's fine. We were gonna go downstairs anyway. Let's see what's in the bathrooms first. There's always something good in the bathrooms. Huh. Nothing to see here. Okay. What about here? Ah!
Warning. Air supply system malfunction. Please evacuate until repairs.
Looks all
can be
clear
made
now.
by an
Occupied?
engineer or an operator.
I don't think so. Oh. It's just because it was closed, I guess? Alright, well. Besides that one mimic, nothing to see here. Okay. Well, I guess that means it's time to go downstairs. Let's use the stairs over here. Oh. These stairs go all the way down. Right. Okay. Let's hope we're not missing out on anything. Oh.
Hello? Is someone... I'm in the
Yes?
escape pod with Emanuela de Silva. We're stuck in the launch tube. The hatch on the outside is supposed to blow when the pod launch initiates, but
Yeah?
I guess the bolt's misfired. Could you help us out? You'd have to EVA to get the hatch off from the outside. I know it's a lot to ask. I don't know what else to do. Sit here and starve, I guess. There's an override switch behind the panel to force a pod launch. But don't hit that until the outside hatch is off. We'd be blown to bits.
Sorry, what's that? I missed that. What do you want me to do? From the exterior. Okay, what do we got here?
Mayor, did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard it.
Send an operator.
That's what I'm doing, Niels. It's not responding. None of them are. Shit.
Was it those things? Did they shut the air off?
I don't know.
It doesn't matter though, right? I mean, it should be hours before we run out.
No, Niels. The system is working in reverse. It's pulling oxygen out of the air. We've got 10 minutes. Tops.
What? But...
Frank, you in there, man? What's wrong with these pods?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? It's your job to know, damn it. You inspected them, right?
Yes.
Then why the hell is the launch sequence doing jack shit?
I don't know, Drew. I'm sorry.
What about your pod? Open up!
I can't do that.
What are you talking about?
Bolts in the outside hatch misfired. We're stuck in the launch tube.
Ugh! You didn't wait for anyone else, you son of a bitch! I hope you starve to death in there!
So we need to go somehow... We need to go outside first. I don't see any airlocks around here.
Supply system malfunction. Please evacuate until repairs can be made by an engineer or an operator.
Huh. Unless there are, and I just missed them. Oh. Ah, there we go. Shuttle Bay airlock. What's going on down here? Oh, oh. Careful now. Careful does it.
Warning. Radiation poisoning detected. Seek medical attention.
Doesn't kill me immediately, does it?
Warning. Radiation poisoning detected. Seek medical attention.
Okay. It slowly kills me. Alright, well, there was nothing else on that corpse there. Just the weapon upgrade kit, so...
Hazardous atmosphere conditions.
That's all she wrote for him, I guess. There we go. Alright, alright, I don't think there's much we can do down here. Just that weapon upgrade kit. What is this place? Oh, there's a level 3 that we haven't reached yet. Maybe if we reactivate the lift, we can reach the 3rd level. Oh? Interesting.
Warning, oxygen levels critical. Please seek a breathing apparatus immediately.
Okay, multiple entrances. I see. Radioactive waste. But seems to be contained. Oh. What do we have here? Anastasia Yorigas. Disruptor stun gun fabrication plant. But that's not where the blood trail leads. The blood trail leads here. Oh. And then it stops. What? That's weird. Oh, maybe it's the other way around? Okay, whatever. Let's see. Anything on the edges here, on the corners? Not really. Doesn't seem like it. Oh? I spy something with my little eye. Something beginning with V. Oh, Scott Parker. With the keycard to the shuttle control room. Annie, I know you'll never read this. I ran out of my office when I heard you screaming, but there were just too many of them between me and you. You were always really nice to me. You didn't deserve to die like that. And now they're in my office, and I'm surrounded out here in this cage. I can't help myself, much less you or even Mia. Even when I try, I still screw things up. I'm sorry. Wrench fabrication plans. Marvelous.
Warning, air supply system malfunction. Please evacuate until repairs can be made by an engineer or an operator.
Some glue canisters. Oh. It's quite the big area. Ow! Forgot about this. Come on, go away. There we go. Oh. Oh. Ah, Frank Jones. Locked. Okay. See what you're hiding, Mr. Jones. Something good, maybe. Here we go. Emanuela, I'm not mad about the HR thing, in case you're wondering. Word of advice, if things ever go to hell here, you'll want to come to the Shuttle Bay. Escape pod E33, that's all I'm saying. Trust me on this. Frank. Hey, Em, I switched up my shift hours today so I could have lunch with you. What do you say? Sorry, busy. Hey, Em, how about today? Frankly, I don't like to be called Em or Emmy or Manny or anything else besides Emanuela. And sorry, I'm working the lunch shift today so I can't eat with you. I needed to halt any work on the escape pods. The parts you're using aren't rated for those systems. You'll be informed of a new shipment when they arrive. Keep this to yourself unless I tell you otherwise. Huh. Is that it? Just the one workstation up here? Old Frankie's workstation. Okay. Up here, we've got some stuff. Plastic tubings and the like. Another obstacle in our path. Oh. That's where... Okay. Alright. So, we're done here, I think. Gravity utility tunnel? Oh! Gravity utility tunnel. System. Guts. I get it. Just noticed that.
Warning. Air supply system
Must have been not paying
malfunction.
attention when they
Please
explained it the
evacuate
first
until
time.
repairs can be made by an engineer or an operator.
Hey man, how's it going? Alright. Tooling room. Fuck out of here. Don't need that. Oh? Oh. Don't slap me. You thing. The hell, man? Alright. Hey, I don't know what problems you got going on, and I honestly don't care. Just get your work done on time because you're holding me back.
Warning. Oxygen levels
Annie,
critical.
I'm not here the other
Please
day
seek
when
a
you
breathing
asked if I was
apparatus
okay. I'm
immediately.
not. There is something wrong with me, but I don't know what it is. I don't eat. I'm tired all the time. I feel like shit. The only thing I want to do is sleep, and even then, all I get are nightmares. I went to see Dr. De Silva, but she said there wasn't anything physically wrong with me. Wanted me to see Dr. Cole, but I said no. I know Frank would just give me shit if he found out I was talking to a shrink. Anyway, I don't know why I'm telling you this. You've always been nice to me, I guess. Maybe I just wanted someone to remember me after... Alright. There we go. Activate. Grav lift. Get things back in order. Excellent. Really? From here? God damn. Okay. Locker rooms.
Warning.
It's a
Air
funny
supply
looking locker
system
room.
malfunction. Please evacuate.
Yeah.
Until repairs can be
Right there.
made by an engineer
Book 2 seems
or
to
an
be the
operator.
most common book. I think this is the third time we've seen Book 2 compared to the other books. Alright. That was fascinating. Oh, fuck. I keep forgetting that I can just do that. Maintenance access only. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Ah. Whoever keeps making duplicate items, stop. Fabricator is not a toy. Materials are not unlimited. Tim. Alright, well. That reminds me. Need to
Warning.
get,
Air supply system malfunction.
need
Please
to restock
evacuate
on the
until
shotgun
repairs
shells.
can be made by an engineer or an operator. There we go. Yep. It's good enough for now. Alright then. Is the gravel lift fixed now? Why do I even bother? Warning. Air supply system malfunction. Please evacuate until repairs can be made by an engineer or an operator.
There we go. All good to go. Alright then. There we go. Recycle away. Excellent. I got 12 Neuromons now. Let's do one of these. And, do one of these, why not? Alright. So now, if we do this, does this take us only to the main level, which is where we already were? So how are we supposed to get to level 3? There's an arrow pointing up in here somewhere. Oh, there we go. Control tower. Let's see what we got up here. Mia Bear, Fleet Chief. Hello?
Warning. Oxygen levels critical.
It's an unfortunate
Please
place
seek
to
a
be.
breathing
Oh!
apparatus immediately.
Is there a clown car of mimics behind there? What was that? Unbelievable. Even behind a whiteboard, they still managed to get the jump on me. Somehow. What do we got here? Safe. And the chipset. What does this one do? Reduce the time it takes to pick up heavy objects. Nah. It's not exactly slow. It's fine. No complaints so far. It's not like I'm in a rush when I do it anyway. I usually do it when I'm exploring, not in tense situations. Scott, it's hopeless. I don't think there's a way to get through those monsters. I'm going to hole up in flight control and hope they don't spot me. Just shut down the grav shaft before you go. Keep those things from getting up here. Mia, I've taken the grav shaft offline, but I'm not leaving you behind. I'm holed up in my office, and I have a pistol. If I see a chance for you to make a break, I'll turn the grav shaft back on and let you know.
Oxygen levels critical. Please
Hey
seek
Mia,
a
we
breathing
sent you some pharma
apparatus
fabrication
immediately.
plans so you can start restocking your supplies without going through any red tape. Let me know if you need any others. Mia, those windows in the flight control room are done. You should have much better visibility on the shuttle bay. You can even watch Lloyd smoke cigars by the fuel manifolds now. Keep in mind they're not made of They're not made of the same grade as the station exterior glass. It's tough stuff, but you can still crack it. I've seen you pound your desk when you get pissed at Nils. Just saying. Alright. I thought we might get a safe code somewhere in there, but nope. Looks like we're gonna have to do this the hard way. Alright, let's see what we got. Null wave transmitter and 2 neuromods. You know, for a level 3 safe, that's not really much, is it? It's kind of weak, if I have to be honest here. I feel like I have to be honest. Oh, control tower. Maybe we'll find something here. Oh, flight control. This is where Mia
Warning. Air supply system malfunction.
Well,
Please evacuate
I don't know what I was
until repairs
expecting.
can be made by an engineer or an operator.
Niels, where are you?
Escape pods. Can you get to us?
No. We cut the power to the lifts to keep those damn things from getting up to the control room.
Well, we're all stuck here anyway. We can't get these pods open.
I don't understand.
I'll keep spamming the security computers with help requests. Maybe someone will notice eventually.
Yeah, maybe.
Huh. So that's how it ended for her, eh? That's a shame. Oh, I'll be taking that though. Shuttle Exalt flight schedule. Week of the 19th. Pilot Hunter Hale. February 19th, 35. Arrival time 6 a.m. New hires and care packages. February 20th, 35. Maintenance. February 21st, 35. Departure time 7 a.m. Board members. February 22nd, 2035. Arrival time 7 a.m. No cargo. February 23rd, 35. Departure time 8 a.m. Volunteer passengers and crew packages. And today is the 23rd, right? Flight log. Flight 071631B Shuttle Advent. Prepared by Scott Parker, Flight Engineer Talos 1. Departure point TranStar Seattle Facility. Destination Talos 1. Captain Tom Cooper. Earth liftoff was at 0900. Conditions nominal. Pre-check certified. 4 executive passengers, male cargo. Flight was uneventful until 11:33, when radar detected an unidentified shuttle approximately 30 degrees off our flight path at 9,000 kilometers. Its drift and rotation indicated malfunctioning maneuvering thrusters. There was no answer to radio calls. Captain Cooper ordered a course adjustment to bring us alongside. As we maneuvered to within 60 kilometers, a second shuttle appeared on radar in the vicinity of the drifting vessel. Transponders identified it as a military vessel. We received a radio message to resume our original heading immediately. Captain Cooper asked if assistance was required, and the order from the military shuttle was repeated. All highly unusual. But then it got really strange. The captain spotted it first. There was a facility out there, and it was running absolutely dark. No lights. Radar transparent. We were too far to see any details, but it was big. Cooper snapped into action, punched in a course to Talos, and fired the engines. We moved out as quickly as possible. Our passengers were clueless to the entire encounter. Our arrival at Talos went by smoothly, and the passengers and cargo were delivered safely. There's another military site somewhere that's hidden away from the public. Interesting.
Warning. Air supply
Wonder if it
system
has anything to do
malfunction. Please evacuate until repairs
TranStar.
can be made by an engineer or an operator.
With us. Alright. Well, that's great and all, but yeah, it's alright. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get that airlock open.
Microgravity detected.
Morgan, I've been wondering if it might be bothering you that you planned your own death. It's a lot to swallow. My advice would be, try not to think about the end. Focus on what's in front of you, one step at a time. I'm here, if you need help.
Yeah. I'm not sure what to think about that, but thanks. Oh. Human corpse found. Why is it still marked then? Does it need to be fully looted? Mike Delvin. Okay. Please get Mike Delvin away from my mini map from my HUD, please. Thank you. Okay. Let's go rescue these poor unfortunate souls. Or is it only one soul? Well, regardless. Let's rescue someone. Jeez. After all the bad things. It'd be good to do some good once in a while. So, what do you want us to do? Oh. Okay. There is that too, right. Blow the Shuttle Bay escape pod hatch from the station exterior. Okay. Blow it how, exactly? Like that? Oh! Alright. Are you sure this is the right thing? Let's hope so. Oh. Alright. That's it then, I guess. Let's quickly look around here and investigate some of these human corpses. Maybe one of them is this pilot, Hale, that we've been looking for. Oh, that's Jose Costa. Charisma Chauhan. There we are. Not who we're looking for, unfortunately, but there you have it. What's that over there, though? Is that an airlock or human corpse? It's unspecified. Okay, it's just an air hatch thing. Alright, okay, we're done here. It's weird how even once we find a human corpse, they still feel the need to mark it on as a point of interest. Okay. Well, anyways, we're done here, so let's go back from once we came, which is here, right? Shuttle Bay, yeah. That's about right. Alright. Let's get in here. Send our friend Frank on his way.
Hazardous atmosphere conditions.
Alright then. So, which one of these security stations has the, has the tracking feature? Is it in here? Tooling room? No. I think it's up there. In,
Warning. Oxygen levels critical. Please seek a breathing apparatus immediately.
where is the lift again? Alright. Well, before we do anything, launch controls are over here. Wait, what? Okay, hold on. Let's get to the main level. Pilot lounge? No. Oh. Where did this come from?
Warning. Air supply system malfunction.
Information.
Please evacuate until
It's gotta be
repairs
in here.
can be made
Information,
by an
right?
engineer or an operator.
Employee entrance. Information booth. Ah, there we go. Crew. Hunter Hale. There we go. Oh, he's in Talos 1 exterior. Alright, well. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Alright, let's just deal with the God. Forget how to get down there. Okay, escape pods, here we go. Let's deal with Frank here. Let's try to send him on his way. And then we'll see about our missing pilot friend. Oh. Hey. There's an escape pod here. Just waiting to be used. Who's that? Oh. There's no one there. Which one is your pod,
Oxygen
Frank?
levels critical. Please seek a breathing
from here?
apparatus immediately.
Which one is... Frank and Emanuela. I guess the one that has error on it. So, number 2. Launch pod 2.
Escape pod launch in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Launch.
Thanks, Morgan. Means a lot to me that you did all that, despite Frank. I'm transmitting the location of something that could help. I couldn't get it off the station, but maybe it can help you.
Okay. What's that?
Warning, air supply system malfunction. Please evacuate until repairs can be made.
Really? There's something in the shuttle bay that I still haven't managed to find on my own? I thought I searched everywhere. Apparently not. Okay. Down here in the mechanic pit, I guess? Oh. Hello? Oh.
Warning, air supply system malfunction. Please evacuate until repairs can be made.
Manuela?
by an
How am
engineer or
I...
an operator.
How am I supposed to get up there, Emanuela? The fuck? Manuela. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué, cabrón? How am I supposed to reach that? I'm not Spider-Man. Okay, let's give her the benefit of the doubt and maybe Maybe it's not actually directly up there. Maybe it's
Warning.
on the
Air
upper
supply
level,
system malfunction. Please evacuate
but
until
it's on the
repairs
floor
can
or
be made
something.
by an engineer or
Okay.
an operator.
So let's just try to reach higher ground. Okay. Let's see. Can we get much higher? No, I was thinking higher than that. I'm a little bit confused here. I think I'm gonna need the help of the internet
apparatus immediately.
on this one. Okay, pre 2017 Emanuela reward. I should make it easier to get. Polygon? Sure. It's the first website that came up. Ow, god damn it. A locker in mechanic facilities. Climb above the drop ceiling, and you'll find two Climb up how? The ceiling is like the size of a rat. How am I supposed to climb up there? Do I have to use one of the mimic abilities or something?
Warning. Air supply system malfunction. Please evacuate until repairs can be made by an engineer or an operator.
Hold on, I'm watching a video. Okay, he's using the glue cannon. Okay. But it's actually working. Somehow. He's really... Not he, I mean, I don't know. They're really cheesing it. This doesn't look like the right way to do it. How are you... This is no way this is the official way to do it. Look, he even failed. He's stuck. This can't be right. It's really just a little bit of luck, a little bit of skill. That is so retarded.
Warning. Air supply
Let's see what IGN has to say. What's the official IGN statement on this mission? It just says that it's located on the ceiling. It has the reward is 2 neuromods. That's it. Let's see what... Hold on. Let's see what Game Pressure has to say. This is usually the website I tend to rely on when it comes to game guides. See, they've got detailed pictures and everything. Alright. What? Oh, there. Okay.
Oxygen levels critical.
Okay,
Please
hold
seek a
on.
breathing
Escape
apparatus
attempt. Right,
immediately.
okay. They've got side quests by the area. Right. Guided to travel to mechanic facilities can be found level 1 next to the main hangar. Proceed to the locker room. Climb on the ceiling and access the brief. Climb on the ceiling, like there's a ladder there, just ready to be used. How is everyone so casual about this? Climb on the ceiling. Like there's a button you press and you climb on the ceiling. It's as easy as that, folks. Oh, God, I can't even steady myself on this. Alright. Try doing this. No. See? This is exactly what the person in the video had to deal with.
Warning.
This is
Air
too
supply
high.
system malfunction. Please evacuate
This is also too
until
high.
repairs
Okay.
can be
Then
made by an engineer
he
or
did
an
this.
operator.
He somehow managed to fly up towards the ceiling. I don't know how he did it. I really don't. See? The thrusters kick in like 5 seconds later. You can't rely on them. You can't rely on anything. Okay, let's try this too. Alright, let's see. Let's do that. God damn it.
Warning. Oxygen levels critical. Please seek a breathing apparatus immediately.
Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Oh! Okay, hold on. We're getting somewhere. I saw a climb prompt. Hold on. We're getting somewhere. Just gotta be right at the right angle. Hold on. Easy does it. Easy does it. Look for the prompt. Look for the prompt. Where is it? What happened there? Why'd you slide off? Man.
Warning. Air supply system malfunction. Please evacuate until repairs can be made by an engineer
Come
or
on.
an operator.
How is that not a climb? My face was stuck on the roof tile there. It still didn't count. How close do I need to be? Oh, hold on, hold on. This pipe is too thin, but maybe. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Here we go. We're getting somewhere. Whoa! Steady. Damn it. Okay, we might be onto something here. Let's use this little pipe. Can't even get up there now. Come on. Come on. Suffice the little one. Come on. Come on. There we go. No, 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 no. Come on. Come on.
Please evacuate.
No, 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 no. Don't try to avoid it. Don't try to resist. Come on. Come on. Up we go. Come on, okay? Steady. I saw something there. I saw a little prompt. A little glimmer of hope. Come on. We're doing this. We're not going anywhere until we get that... until we get those 2 neuromods. I'll gloop this entire room if I have to. I'm not going anywhere till I get my mods.
Warning, oxygen levels critical. Please seek a breathing apparatus immediately.
It's not the only thing that's critical. My patience levels are critical. Come on, man. Throw a dog a bone. No, no. Why do you slide off like that? Why do you slide off? I don't get it. Why? Why are you dropping off like that? Why?
Warning, air supply system malfunction. Please evacuate until repairs
There we go.
can be
There we
made
go.
by an engineer or...
There we go. What did I fucking say? Please deliver ASAP to P.O. Box 1127 in Fresno, California. This is a medical emergency. Your payment has already been transferred, and we are both at risk taking this off the station, so please be discreet. I'm trusting you will do the right thing. Oh. Mom, I sent some special meds to help. Please follow the instructions carefully. I know you hate needles, but believe me, the neuromods can do miraculous things. I'll contact you soon, but remember not to mention any of this when communicating with me while I'm on Telos. Love you, Emanuela. Oh. These mods for her were for her mom. I wonder what happened. What made her give them up? Hand them off to me. Anyways, doesn't matter. Got what I wanted. Let's go find Hunter Hale.
Microgravity detected.
Alright. Back at the exterior of Talos 1. And this, all the way over there, must be the shuttle of one Hunter Hale, who hopefully might still be in one piece. Unless, what is that? Is that a cystoid? What is that? Oh. That is a Weaver.
No psionic activity.
That is, as they say, not good news. Fucker. Hello? Hunter? You in there, Hunter? Everything okay? How the hell do you get inside this thing? Oh, hold on. I see an entrance, I think. Oh. Well. That's all she wrote, I guess. Well, where's the transcribe? I want to hear what happened.
Steve, this is Captain Hale, Shuttle Exalt. I'm trying to hail the bridge, getting zip. Can you confirm, please? I have some system malfunctions. It's across the board. It's hard to make sense. I need to park ASAP. Recommend security detail when I come in. Hearing some noise in the cabin. Shit, what is going on?
Okay, we've already read that.
I don't know why I can't reach anyone, but I am dead in the water. Repeat, I have 0 engines. I'm drifting. God damn it, Steve, answer your transcribe. Alright. Shit.
We've heard that too.
I have a sidearm. If all clear, I will attempt to EVA to an airlock.
Alright, I guess we found a duplicate of the same message, I guess. Okay. Excerpt from Book 5 of the Starbender Cycle by Fetcher and McMarvin. Trevor, get up. Trevor lifted his head to find the source of the voice. His brain was foggy, and he hadn't heard his own name in what felt like ages. Here, he was Ka-Awali, and the diminutive cliff dwellers of Dranthor called him king. Rolling out of his royal cot, he allowed his eyes to focus on the figure silhouetted in the doorway to his royal cave. He knew that uniform. He knew that stance and disapproving glare. Empress Tourmaline, how did you find me here? The subdermal vacuum adapteron we had you install came with a beacon. I tracked it here after beating Mercy to death and taking back the prism. I still need a crack pilot I can trust. Assuming you're through playing royalty with these timid rock humpers, that is. Trevor untangled the tumbleweed crown from his matted hair and reflected on his responsibilities to his meek and bethreatened followers. Just one thing before I go. Trevor picked up his ceremonial chawala stick and strode out into the light. Okay. I guess apparently that's it. We found all books, all instances of that. Fantastic. Control panel broken. Do we have enough for repair 3? Yeah, we have exactly enough. Alright, why the hell not? Let's repair this thing. Emergency power, turn on. Button use. Oh, weapon upgrade kit. Okay then. And another neuromod. Wonderful. I guess we didn't really need to repair the control panel. We could have forced the door open as well, but oh well. You never know when repair 3, tier 3 of repair might come in handy, so what the hell. Alright. Here we are. Back at it again at the hardware labs.
Scan complete. Set altitude limit.
Looking into the super secret Blackbox lab that is reportedly somewhere around here. Ow. Ow. Yep, something is broken, alright. You. Ow. Get the hell out of here. Try to step up to me. Who do you think you are? Seriously? Another one? Pardon me? Come on, guys. There's only one way this could end. You know that, right? What?
Scan complete.
What is he doing?
Seismic
Okay. Whatever. You do your thing then. Whatever. I don't need this from you. So, it's been a while. How do we get upstairs? Oh. We got a lift here, thankfully. Should make things easier. Beaver? Beaver, buddy, you in here? No? He's gone. Placed by cystoids, apparently. Exterior breach detected beyond this point. Oh. Okay. Can't be that, can it? Surely not. Oh. Okay, I'll take it. Get that wibble wobble shit out of here. You ain't scaring anybody with that.
target. No type and material detected.
You really telling me that the black box lab is beyond that breach? So why make me go inside? Man. So all that fighting and all of that was completely unnecessary. Because the entrance to the lab seems to be on the outside. Alright, well. Guess we gotta go outside then.
Microgravity detected.
Alright. Back at it again. On the outside. It says, luckily the hull breach is marked, so we know where to go. And I guess through the hull breach we can... Oh. We can do this. Breach failsafe. Breach access. Access the beams and waves labs. Okay. How? Oh, there's a safe here, too. Alright. Don't mind if I do. Okay. Typhoon lure and neuromods. Control panel tutorial. What? Are we good to go now? Is that it? We fixed the thing, so now we can go back? Don't tell me that's all we need to do. Repair the control panel? Let's see here. An accident caused a breach in hardware labs. I've restored atmosphere to the breached hallway. Now I can get to the beams and waves lab. I guess. But we gotta do it from the inside, not outside. Still looks locked to me, but I don't know, man. It says that we're good to go, so why should I not believe it? Well, I guess there's only one way to find out. Here we go. And we're back inside.
Target, no typhon material detected.
Let's go and check out this waves and beams lab. Beams and waves lab. Oh, it is open. Okay, it's just the combustion lab that is obviously locked off. Q beam testing. Okay. Oh, that doesn't look good. Hey, how can you shoot through? Come on, man. Gotta follow the rules here. Because what are we without the rules, huh? You tell me that. Oh, so that's how that works. There we go. Now we're talking. Okay. So is this the black box lab, or is there a hidden lab inside this lab? These mandatory sessions are worthless. My design was stolen. Someone else got the credit. It's fraudulent. I need restitution, not talk therapy. I'll handle it myself from here on out. Mr. Dalton, please do not confront Lane. Let's give it one more shot. How does 7:30 this evening sound? Is no one going to help me? I presented all of the information needed to prove that Lane is trying to sabotage my career. His promotions are the result of my work. My work. There's no accountability in this company as far as I can tell. I'll take this to Alex if I have to. Josh, your previous 12 emails outlined all of your concerns well enough. Please come to my office this afternoon at 2 o'clock. We need to speak face to face. Looks like all that talking didn't do nothing in the end. Unfortunately. Mr. Carpenter, we have received a report that there is an issue with some black box equipment in the guts, as it never reached the cargo bay. We were unable to locate Josh Dalton for assistance. Please get back to us at your earliest convenience. Enjoy your time at the top while it lasts, because it won't be long. Tom, see what I have to deal with? This needs to stop. Lane, I'll speak with Josh soon. Okay. So what is this secret black box project thing? Confidential Progress Report 10B-3. Attendant William Yu. Department Hardware Labs. Project Lead Lane Carpenter. Blackbox Project. The Q-beam attachment for N-CN9 Blackbox military operators is progressing ahead of schedule. Development on outstanding tasks has been broken down below. Microcooling plate optimization, 87% complete. Recirculating ambient control, 70% complete. As you can see, we are nearly there. Once the cooling system has been optimized and migrated into the Q-beam firing mechanism, prototypes will be sent Earthside. Testing is proceeding as planned. Preliminary results show promising excitations in the molecular structure of energized systems. Live target not yet tested. Okay. So it's an operator that... What? That fires Q-beams? It's a special military operator, I guess. Alright, whatever. That's it then, I guess. Huh. Really? Alright then. That was the Blackbox project, I guess. Alright. Cool. Hello? Who turned off the lights? Did you do that? Come on, man. It's not very funny. Oh. Then he disappeared. You little pranksters, you. Crazy kids. Alright. We're back at the Arbitorium. Oh, well, not yet. We're still at the elevator. Okay, hold on a minute. Alright. Here we are, back at the Arbitorium. And, You okay? Okay, let's get you... Oh. Let's get you back up. Let's get you back on your feet.
Suit integrity damaged.
Can you not... Can you, like, not do that? It's kind of annoying, to be honest. Okay, I guess it's gonna be folded like that for a bit. These turrets are the most useless thing I've ever seen. Alright, let's go check in on our plants. See how they're doing. Oh. There it is. That's one. You got the super fruit. Is it any different? Experimental fruit produced by Dr. Howard's growth formula. Do I want to eat it, though? Usually I tend to not try anything that is labeled as experimental, so... Yeah, I think I'm fine just eating the normal jam and tomatoes. Oh. I guess if we had more fertilizer, we can grow more plants, but we don't need to do that anymore. Alright. Well, with that, I think our next stop is, before we open the door to deep storage, I think our next stop is life support. If that's even possible.
Diagnostic check. Verbose.
Let's go and check, shall we? Alright, so now that we've checked on our super plants, let's go and head down to life support. See what the haps is. Hopefully no more surprises. Alright. There we are. Oh, and the door seems to be open. Alright. Let's, go ahead and, armor up. And, get inside. Alright, and here we are at life support. And again, we are greeted by an unfortunate sight, to say the least. Do not share with Weber, 8941. Huh. Security booth code. Security station safe.
Talk to me. We've had enemy contact, but the enemy, they should have held position in the cargo bay. I couldn't, Chief. I couldn't let those people...
Can you get to the escape pods?
Negative. The escape pods are malfunctioning. It's like they're locked in place. Only 4 of us made it to life support.
5. I'm picking up Remmer behind you.
Negative. Remmer isn't Remmer, Chief. These things. Chief, the main lift, it isn't working. We're locked out. Oh my god. Remmer's here. Stay away. Stay away.
Teague! Erica! Respond!
Oh dear. That's not a good sign, is it? Huh? Come again? Oh. Alton Weber. Stashed in the hall by the escape pods. No time to rig or drop. Good luck. What happened to you? There's no way you glued yourself. Something else is going on here. Oh? Oh. Wait. Stood tall. Oh. Okay. Nothing to see here, I guess. Repaired and immediately broken. Why do I even bother? Oh, oh! Hold up. Wait a minute. Ah.
Please clear aperture of debris.
Alright. You cleared the debris, alright. Yeah, read that. Okay. This is the medical wing, I guess. So, that's all there is to it in here. Alright, moving on. I guess our objective here is to find the keycard to the security room.
Scan complete. New psionic aptitude available.
Oh! That was fast. Alright then. Fascinating. Atmosphere control. What's this? What's going on here? Something is going on here. Oh. I think we might need to turn the power off? Something? Oh. There we go. Suit repair kit, fabrication plan. Oh, inventory full. That's not good. Time to eat some food. Still full, huh? Okay. I don't know, man. Seems like there's plenty of room to me. Do we need like a 4x4 slot? Okay. Just gotta do this and then do that. Alright. Maybe if I press auto sort, that would have. Okay. We're fully repaired on the upgraded the pistol and the shotgun. Sure, let's upgrade the Q beam. Let's give it more power. There we go. Excellent. Jose, annual maintenance is coming up soon on the air mixture regulators and atmosphere. Let Max know about getting a head start. He has the fabrication plan for them. Oh. Max. 2 people have checked out equipment and failed to return it. Ari Ludnart, Roger Mayer. Consider this a friendly reminder that you still have department equipment checked out. It was supposed to be returned at the end of your last shift, even if you tend to check it out again. You can't just keep it until you're done. I know it's a pain, but that's our process. And if you don't check that stuff in today, there will be fines automatically applied to your next pay cycle. Ari Ludnart, 5 spare parts. Roger Mayer, 1 glue cannon. Huh. Interesting. I wonder if they returned the equipment. Or do they still have it with them? Oh. Cargo bay. That's where... Okay. I thought... Okay. Alright, let's go to atmosphere control then. See what's going on here. Oh. Airlock. Sure. I guess. Locker rooms. Hello? Sit down. Sit down. Okay. At least it's not a typhon. What do we got here? Where does this lead to, I wonder? Oh. So all leads to the same place. Huh. Okay. Now what? Okay. Oxygen flow control room. There we go. Let's get that door open, please. Oh. Could have gotten in from there. Oh well. FYI, storage room near the grav shaft has extra O2 tanks. 5481. Okay. So, how exactly does this O2 thing work? Oh! Oh! Hello? Is there a spirit in the house? Are you here now? Are you with us? Oh. That's what you get throwing stuff at me. Who do you think you are? Oh. Well, there we go. Oh. Ah. Fan console. Warning, atmosphere fans must be running at all times. Temporary interrupt of the entire fan array should never last longer than 30 seconds. Check fans. Fan 3, jam. Can we go down there and... Nope. Deadly combos. Should have done a deadly combo on them. That would have saved the day. There we go. Oh. Right. Maybe, okay, hold on a minute. Because I think if I remove that obstacle, I'm going to get myself killed again. I think the thing to do here is to stop the fans first, obviously, and then rip out the thingy. There we go. Take it out. Okay. It's out. Okay, how do I get back? Okay. Gotta go back quick before it's 30 seconds. Huh. Oh! It just goes back online again. On its own. But now, all fans should be good, right? All fans okay. Well, that's okay by me. I don't know the significance to all fans being okay, but I'm just glad to see that they're okay. Still got burn, eh? Alright, if you say so. Air filtration control room. There we go. Should be something good in here. Atmosphere crew, 2 quick notes. I know this goes without saying, but remember to take extra safety precautions, especially if you've been awake for more than 20 hours. I don't want to see someone dozing off and falling into the turbines. Also, a special thanks to Divya for maintaining the decontamination chamber doors. We've got 4 months without having to flush the air from this subsection, so great work. Atmosphere control is a Class 100 clean room, pursuant to TranStar Standard 309 Fahrenheit. Concentration of airborne particles must be controlled to within specified limits. When particulates rise above acceptable levels, initiate decontamination procedure. Warning, all personnel inside atmosphere control should have proper suits to handle temporary loss of oxygen.
Control room, atmospheric decontamination procedure initiated.
Here we go.
Oxygen flush commencing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hazardous atmosphere conditions.
In progress. Alright. Hold on a minute, I'll be right back.
Decontamination completed successfully. Stand by for oxygenation. Oxygen levels normal.
Alright. Sorry about that, everyone. Just waiting for an opportunity to take a break. So when I saw that loading bar there, I figured that it was now or never. So I guess we did it. I don't know. I wasn't there. But I'm guessing we did.
Jean, it's Mariana. I can't get in. I tried the airlock at power plant, but it's got some kind of a lockdown on it. And there's something else. I saw something when I was checking the last O2 station. An ovoid mass. Roughly the size of a truck, maybe? Hard to tell because it was silhouetted. I mean, it could have just been debris, loose tubing, I don't know, but it scared the shit out of me. God, I sound crazy. Just gotta breathe. I'm gonna try another airlock, then I'll call back.
Huh. An ovoid figure size of a truck. Intriguing. Penny Tennyson. Shit. Fuck it. Whatever. Wait, lower level? How low are we talking? Oh. Very low. Storage room. Oh. Got the code for that. 5481. Alright. Let's see what's inside. Some hard drives, circuit boards. Yeah. Bunch of stuff. Medkit. 3 neuromods. Okay. Uniform guide. Alright. Ooh! Another upgrade kit. Fantastic. Alright. Well, that's it. Time to go. What else? Escape pods? Oh. Oh. Fabricator. Water treatment facility, power plant. Escape pods, really? This way. This must be another set of escape pods. Not the same one, obviously. Huh. Anong Lao. Oh? Emily Carter. What happened to you? You made it inside. What went wrong?
Have you seen Price?
What? He didn't show up for a shift again?
He's not answering his transcribe. I even asked Abigail to check his cabin before she came in.
HR is going to ship his ass home for sure this time. He was already on thin ice.
Thought he was doing good. With the naltrexone? Seeing Dr. Cole?
I'll call security and have them track him down. Hopefully, he's okay.
Oh. So that's what that button does. I thought that button launches the escape pods. I didn't know that it opened them. Well, I'll be. Alright. Let's see what's inside. Oh man. This makes me want to go back to the other escape pods now and open all of them up. See what's in them. It's like a Kinder Surprise egg. Either get a toy or jigsaw puzzle or something. Jigsaw puzzle. Yeah, very, very miniature one. Alright, well, the rest... most of them are empty. Oh. There is space down there. You think he could be down there? It's possible. But we haven't checked the entire area yet, so... let's not jump to conclusions. Okay, water treatment facility next then? Sure. Oh?
Research complete.
Are you sleeping? What's going on? Raya Lorat. Hold on. Water treatment facility. Left. Alright. We're going left first. Yes. Power of leverage. Cynthia Dringus. Come on. No space for a banana peel? What does this world come to? Optimizer morph. I don't use any morph powers, so I'm good. The supervisor authorizing this request certifies that all safety factors have been considered and are satisfactory. Department requesting psychotronics. Request prepared by Dr. Tobias Frost. Area of work: life support water treatment facility. Work to be done: installment of psychoactive particle injector, henceforth PPI. I would like to get your approval to connect the PPI to the station water supply. In essence, the PPI will alter the composition of drinking water by 1 part per million by mixing exotic particles at regular intervals. Imbibing the water should positively impact psychoactive potential. Approved by Dr. Hans Kelstrup. Requires doctor signature? No. Director signature. Okay. Turn on power? I guess? Sure. Turn on power. Why not? Got nothing better to do.
New psionic aptitude available.
Oh, here we go. By damn time. go. Much better now. Hopefully.
Scanning target. No alien material detected.
So, what exactly do we have here? Oh, Roger Mayer with the glue cannon still at hand, still right there, right next to him. Alright, so if we go upstairs now, what will we find? Waste intake. Monitoring station. Price Broadway. Computer locked. Level 1. Shouldn't be a problem. There we go. Price, I have always had your back, but you're pushing things too far right now. You have to get a grip. People are noticing, Price. People higher up the chain than us. Quit avoiding Dr. Cole and just go talk to him. I believe you can get through this. Let me help. Hello, Price. According to the information I've received, you pose a danger to yourself and those around you. I cannot overstate the seriousness of attempting to perform your duties on the station while under the influence of alcohol. I've written a prescription for you. You must take the medication. Refrain from alcohol and remain in crew quarters until we can meet. You are temporarily suspended from duty and Chief Ilyushin has concurred. Matthias. What are we unlocking? Per Water Treatment Facility Protocol 3.45.7, eel processing cannot occur until processing room terminal is unlocked from this terminal. Oh. Okay. So we're just giving the permission to process the thingy. Oh. We found the treasure? I guess. Vodka. Cheers. Thanks. Oh, that was his password. It's very subtle. Abby, please make sure your crew takes extreme caution when handling the harvesting equipment. Recently, a bottle of old Sardar bourbon, empty, was found in a batch of eels we sent up, and I can only assume someone in our division accidentally dropped it in the tank. No one wants to chew glass when they bite into an unagi roll, or anything else for that matter. Ah, so this is where Abigail worked. Interesting. Kinesthetic assister. Generate stamina more quickly. Do we have anything more useless? Suit was more resistant. Better life. Glide speed. Ether damage. Electric damage. EMP damage. Aiming speed. Pick up heavy objects. Oh, we already have one of those. That's why I didn't feel like it was slow, because I already have an upgrade. It's probably one of the first upgrades that I got, and I forgot that I had it. Okay, that makes sense. Oh. We also got some upgrade kits here. Let's put them to good use. Oh, oops. Time for a neuromod upgrade. Engineer, probably? Yeah, there we go. Why the hell not? There we go, much better. Huh. Oh. Pablo Myers. Excuse me, sir? Need to have a word with you, if you don't mind. Oh, you can break the glass. Interesting. Did not know that. Here, let me try this. Wonderful. That's one way of getting in. Johnny Brungen. Yep. Condenser. Pure water to tank. Vapor tanks. Contaminated water. Okay. Weird. No workstations here. Oh. Just had to slide off at the end, didn't you? Just had to be a smartass. Hello? Someone down there? What the hell? Waste processing. A mimic in the eel tank? What the hell? All fully grown eels have been harvested at this time. Remaining eels must develop further before harvesting. Wonderful. Chef Mitchell expects these things on time or it throws off his menu for the whole week. Half gets packed whole, half get butchered for jelly. Weekly schedule: Tuesday 8 a.m., Thursday 4 p.m., Sunday 12 a.m., Friday tank cleaning, no delivery, Tuesday 10 a.m., Thursday 6 p.m., Sunday 2 a.m. Great. Oh. It's not just a mimic in the tank. Price Broadway is in the tank, too. From Abigail Foy to Price Broadway. Subject eel tank procedure. Price, eels do a pretty good job of eating up all the waste, but there is buildup that even the eels can't clean off, so we have to scrape the tank every month. First, run the harvesting utility, clear out of any mature First, run the harvesting utility to clear out any mature eels. The utility is on the tank workstation. When that's done, you can enter the tank. I'd also suggest shutting off the effluent flow valve, unless you just like taking a shower in your coworker's toilet water. And please watch your step. Eels are mostly blind, but they have a nasty bite. You don't want to get wounded in that water, trust me. Looks like he did more than got wounded. Oh dear. Alright. That was fun. But, we're not quite done, are we? Still another floor we haven't gone up to. So, let's go ahead and do that. Without further ado. Oh. That's it? Brilliant. Oh, this is the eel tank entrance, I guess? Whatever. Alright, well, I guess we're done here. Wonderful. Yep. Okay, water treatment facility, done. Power plant next. Alright, and here we are inside Talos 1 power plant.
Scan complete. New psionic aptitude available.
Security station. No password found. No problem found. I don't need no password. There we go. Download area map. Engineer control. All personnel are required to check in with security when entering or leaving the power plant and engineering control areas. Grant me access, please. Thank you. There you go. Alright. Yeah. Read that. Weapon upgrade kit. Okay. Cool. Glue canisters. Trash can. Alright, here we go. Brenda Cabrera. Power plant monitoring. Oh? That? Okay. That just fell on its own. It's not a mimic. I don't think. Grounding resistor broken. Oh, let's fix it.
You were looking for me?
Yeah, what's the story on Michaela's office?
I filed an incident report.
Oh, I'm sure it's a page turner, but I don't have time. I need to get a crew on the other side of that breach.
So what's the problem?
Problem is, it's blacker than my butthole at the bottom of a well in there.
The grounding resistor malfunctioned. Swap a new one and you should have your lights. Is that all?
Hey, you sound rattled. What's up?
I tried replacing the resistor yesterday,
And?
and it just melted into some kind of goo. Smelled like fried ass.
Shit, man. That's not in the report, is it?
I need to get some sleep. My shift's over anyway. Maybe you'll have better luck.
Wait, what? So... resistor... Like, was the resistor a mimic? Or something? And she didn't bother to tell anybody about it? I don't understand there. Emanuela, I'm not supposed to tell anyone about this, but I wanted you to know since you are someone I really care about. Escape pods don't work. If there's ever an emergency on the station, don't try to use them. However, I'm working on rigging one of them to work. Don't tell anyone. Manuel, looks like I sent an email to you by accident. Just ignore it, please. Also, what I wrote in the email is just a joke. I was just pranking someone. Huh. Shit, Connolly, I think Duncan's really pissed this time. Did you have to humiliate him like that? His operator was already as good as done. If he takes this to Brooks, we could all end up in the can. Can't you two just kiss and make up? Ew, with Krasiskov? Come on, man, you know I only have eyes for you. Besides, there's no way Krasiskov's blowing the whistle on battle ops. He helped start it too, remember? He'd go down with the rest of us. I think he's more of a petty revenge kind of guy anyway. Give him a week, I bet he gets over it. Okay then. Oh, I get. He sent an he sent an email to Emmanuel instead of Emanuela. I was like, what? I'm confused. Okay. Two people. Emanuela, female. Emmanuel, male. Yeah. Gotcha.
Matthew, I have a hypothetical question for you. Come on, Manny. Just be upfront with me. I've seen you checking out my caboose in these TranStar uniforms. If you want to ask me out, just... No, I do not. This is serious. Oh, serious and hypothetical. Well, shit, I'm listening now. Let's say you discovered something.
Did I read this already? Yeah, I think I
Incredibly
did.
treacherous. Life-threatening. Something everyone ought to know about. I don't know. Send an email? Call security? But you need to do it anonymously. Well, shit, Manny, what did you do? I didn't do anything. Not yet. Okay, well, as long as we're talking hypothetical, I guess I'd EVA my ass out to that orbiting billboard and flash it as big as Vegas on the screen. Not a bad idea. Thank you, Matthew. And for the record, your bottom looks frumpy. Whatever.
Oh. Floating billboard, eh? I wonder what came of that hypothetical. Here we go. Help me. Lord have mercy. Still alive? Not anymore. I This house is clean. Whew, alright then. As if the electric floor wasn't bad enough. What's this? Machine tech. Mech tech. Reduced time takes to repair an object. Sure, why not?
Duncan, access code to part storage changed last shift. We had a short, so security came up and reset.
Excerpt from Article 2031 Championship Series by Nicolette Dassey. The Mechanized Athlete League, MAL, 2031 Championship Series has come to an exciting close in TranStar's Combat Park, Nevada. The Japanese team operating a Lightning Kaiju pulled out a stunning victory over the heavily favored Crimson Mace from Norway. Crimson Mace had the match firmly in hand from the start. While lacking in maneuverability, its capacitors absorbed wild amounts of energy from its opponent and used them to power magnetic shields, creating a feedback loop that Kaiju struggled to counter. Solid blows landed at the 2-minute and 3.5-minute mark by Crimson sent the Japanese machine into a tailspin each time. Coverage of the event was briefly interrupted when a surprise electromagnetic pulse by a Lightning Kaiju disrupted cameras while also blinding its opponent. Kaiju then finished a helpless Crimson Mace with its signature Kill Stroke Plasma Beam. The finals were viewed in almost 90 million households worldwide, making it the most watched event in MAL history.
Oh, sure. Thank you. Hey, maybe it's not my place, but...
What? Spit it out.
Well, it's just that there was a minor leak, and, I told Connolly we should wait for new parts, but,
Duncan, I don't give a shit about your pissing contest with Connolly. Take it to Brooks. Code's embedded in this message.
Okay. Hold on. I think if we want the chronological order, I think we should start from the bottom, right? So let's try this out. From Rory Mannion to Matthew Colony. Subject Dome Taker. Hey Maddie, Dome Taker 3 pilgrimage to the autarky of the Domed arrived with my last care package. All the caves are procedurally generated, and there's even multiplayer. I know you want a copy. You're gonna brick your transcribe playing that crap again. Nah. Hey Maddie, I'm having some issues with my transcribe. I think I dropped it or something. I know you have to hook up with the guys in engineering. Think you can help me get it fixed? I'd rather not run this kind of thing by Danielle. No response means yes, right? Hey Maddie, how localized is gravity generation? Is there any chance my private quarters could go without it from, say, 1800 to 2100 hours tonight? Shit, no. Oh, come on, Maddie, just for a little bit. Connolly, I got your case of operator parts ready to go. I put all the spare junk I could scrounge out of the machine shop in there. It's in the usual spot. Just remember our deal. I get a 40% cut on any prize money your operator... Did you seriously call it soft shell? Pulls in. P.S. I also threw in that glue gun you asked for yesterday. You're our unofficial guinea pig, so let me know how it works out. Okay, 3 things. It was a 35% cut, and you know it. Soft shell is a magnificent name. Thanks. Screw that, I would have asked for 75% if I knew you were going to name it something so stupid. Okay then, well, that's great and all, but still haven't fixed the electric water problem, which is kind of what I came here to do. Ow! 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 Oh, who's this? Miguel Lopez. Okay, sure. Exterior breach detected bound... Oh. I see. Right, that makes sense. Alright, I guess we're going to the lower level then. Let's see what's down here. The Coolant Chamber. Alright then. What do we got here, gentlemen? Storage room. I like the sound of that. 8327. Thank you. Oh. Alright, well. Whenever you want to come back and finish what you started, you know where to find me. Ooh, 2 weapon upgrade kits. I'll be. A lot of good stuff in here. Yes, very nice. Very nice. Okay. Got these. But why exactly? Not sure. Do we need him down here? Are you stuck up there? He is stuck up there, isn't he? Fucking hell. We need to put the resistors somewhere. I don't know. I don't see any place for them here. So Unless it's outside. Oh, Matthew Connolly. Connolly. Okay. Oh, it's a lot of fire. Yeah, alright. So, is there something we're supposed to do in here, in the coolant chamber? Are we here too early, maybe? Is this like... Is this a place that we're supposed to visit later on? During the main story? And now, like, visiting it now is just... You can get the loot, but nothing else? Nothing of value? Oh, back here again. There we go. Nip that in the bud at least. Alright, well, I think we're done here, so... I think it might be time to... Well, let's see here. Is there other side quests that we haven't done yet? We need to search for Tobias Frost. And, search cargo bay for the secret crate where Quentin Purvis intended to hide. There we go. Okay. Let's try doing those next. What? How did I miss this? How did I miss you, Tobias? Weird.
You wanted to speak to me?
Yes, I'd like to arrange a time to oversee installation of a special particle injector in the water treatment facility.
Hang on. You want me to do what now?
I've already confirmed the inlet and outlet fittings are to spec.
And just what precisely is this thing supposed to inject into our water supply?
I'm not at liberty to say.
Uh-huh. Well, then, we have a problem, Tobias.
Dr. Kelstrup has already seen and approved.
I'm going to need to see a signature from Alex or Morgan or something like that.
But
so, until I see ink on a dotted line, you'll just have to keep showing your special injector to Dr. Kelstrup.
Interesting. Wonder if this psychic water of his actually works. I suppose there's only one way to find out. go ahead and upgrade our Q-beam. Maximum damage. And, firing time. No. Maximum reload speed. We'll worry about those things afterwards. Alright, we gotta go up there then, I guess. Well, we could go the proper way, or could try out going the not so proper way. It's worth a shot. There you go. Perfect. Alright, and place. And, oh, there it goes. Now, is that gonna spread on all of the water across the station, or only in certain parts? Time will tell, I guess. Alright then. So, here we are. Cargo bay. Looking for stuff. Okay. Well, can't go through there yet. Alright, let's go left. Always go left. Oh? Oh. We find something? We find treasure? What do we find? Oh. Leads to the digit 5. Does it? Okay. If you say so. Ooh. Another upgrade kit, huh? Okay. Don't mind if I do. Cargo transfer doors malfunction. Reactivation required. Cargo stalled inside. What's the cargo? Oh. How are we supposed to get up there?
Microgravity detected.
Oh. Like that. Okay. Then what? Out through the door? No? Oh? Where do we go from here? From here? Is this door open? Huh. Oh, hold on. What is this? This might help us. Ah, here we go.
Microgravity detected.
Alright then, well, I came into the cargo bay looking for a secret stash, and now I'm in a race against time to activate cargo processing. Whatever that means. Oh, who's this? Edward Douglas. Hello. Good to see you, man. Okay, where to now? What? Oh, there it is. Oh. Oh, God. Triangle transfer malfunction. Okay, yep. It's fine. Okay, okay. Activate guts. There we go. Open cargo door. Fantastic. Okay, Edward, I'm in position here in cargo bay. Once I execute the cargo processing command on this end, we will have limited time to activate it on your side and guts. That should re-establish the cargo transit. Thank you for helping me with this. Next time I promise I will not forget my transcribe. I swear I had it with me this morning. It's like I just grew legs and walked away or something. The instant you ping me, I will trigger this sign. Oh dear. Alright, well. Looks like cargo transit is back online. Fortunately, that's the least of our worries right now, but still. Small victory is still a victory. Whew. Alright. Open her up. Let's see what's inside. Biohazard waste, medkits, Sci-Hypo, medkit. Is that it? I guess so. Alright. Not bad, I guess. What else? 9mm bullets, Q beam cells. Oh. Typhon lore. Typhon lore. Alright. I'm done here. Is this door open? No. Okay. Cargo still seems to still be stuck at the moment, if you ask me. But like I said, that's the least of our problems right now. Alright, cargo processing, nice. Good to know. Alright, we're done here. Let's head back inside. Unless... Can't squeeze through there. Unless... No. Alright. Okay. I'm done here. Let's get inside.
Microgravity detected.
And we're back inside cargo bay. Alright. That was a fun little detour, but I think it's time we get back to it. Get back to business, as they say. Here we go.
Gravity detected.
Whew. Wonderful. Oh. Right. Oh, that's what cargo stalled inside means. And oh, that's what they mean by 5-digit 5. Okay. Alright. I'm just a little bit slow, I guess. Just managed to catch on there. Oh. Okay. This door is still unpowered. This door doesn't look like it's gonna budge. Stand clear of conveyor. Unpowered. Is this another area that's reserved for the main plot? Is this another area that I'm not supposed to visit yet? I mean, there's a side mission leading me here, so I feel like it should be fine that I'm here. Shipping container 3232. Sure, let's do it. Oh. This is the secret stash. Oh dear. Dim sum. Q. Can't thank you enough for the risk you're taking on my behalf. On behalf of the volunteers who no longer have a voice in this. The thought of you cooped up in that cargo container, hurtling toward the Earth, it kills me. Even though Will says it's safe and that you'll have plenty of food. I know the evidence on this thumb drive cannot make amends for everything that's happened, but exposing the truth can prevent it from happening again. Thank you, my friend. Oh dear. Looks like dearest Purvis has, well, didn't manage to get far, did he? Hey, but at least he had his dim sum. At least there's that. Excerpt from a readme.txt file found on Annalise Gallagher's thumb drive. The drive in your possession contains incriminating evidence related to illegal experiments performed aboard Talos 1 in the Psychotronics labs. This includes, but is not limited to, classified internal memorandums, key research data spanning several decades, names and roles of all personnel involved, volunteer IDs matched with their real names. This information will corroborate the existence of an extraterrestrial species called Typhon, as well as the fact that all neuromods are made at the expense of human victims. I harbor no illusions that this will be easy to believe, but I can testify to its veracity, assuming I am still alive, because I was a participant in many of the experiments referenced. Well, there we are. There we have the conclusion to that
Morgan? This
little
is Chief
story.
Lazar. Morgan,
Hello?
cargo bay door's been sealed shut. There's creatures flooding the area. We don't want them getting
Yeah.
out. Any more than they already have. We're safe in here
Right.
for the moment. Do what you can for anyone else still out there, and maybe we can salvage this.
Okay. Can you elaborate further? Do you want me to kill, like, all of the Typhon on the station before you let me in, or is there a specific number you're looking for? What? Okay, well, I get that I'm not welcome here right now, so I'll take my leave. Alright, well, that's it for the cargo bay, I guess. For now. But for now... Is it finally time, really? Yeah, it looks like it. We got the smuggling ring, which isn't marked. We got the treasure hunt, which isn't marked, so... I'm not gonna bother. If I run into it, I'll run into it, but if I don't, I'm not gonna bother. Imposter cook, that seems to be part of the main quest. So yeah. Think it's finally time to enter deep storage. Which is all the way back there. Here we go. Alright, so before we head into deep storage, there is one more thing I gotta do. Before I went to bed yesterday, I remembered an audio log that mentioned the suggestion that someone was gonna go and hide in that big glowing sign there. Let's actually try to find it and give it a listen. Yeah, I think it's this one.
Matthew, I have a hypothetical question for you.
Come on, Manny. Just be upfront with me. I've seen you checking out my caboose in these TranStar uniforms. If you want to ask me out, just...
No, I do not. This is serious.
Oh, serious and hypothetical. Well, shit, I'm listening now.
Let's say you discovered something incredibly treacherous. Life-threatening, something everyone ought to know about.
I don't know. Send an email? Call security?
But you needed to do it anonymously.
Well, shit, Manny, what did you do?
I didn't do anything. Not yet.
Okay, well, as long as we're talking hypothetical, I guess I'd EVA my ass out to that orbiting billboard and flash it as big as Vegas on the screen.
Not a bad idea. Thank you, Matthew. And for the record, your bottom looks frumpy.
Whatever.
Oh, okay, never mind. Maybe I was wrong then. He said if there's something wrong, you should flash it on the screen. But there's nothing flashing on the screen. I thought that I might end up finding someone here behind the screen. But doesn't look like it. Alright, well, that was a bust. Never mind. While we're here, though, I did notice a, where is it now? I did notice a derelict shuttle somewhere around here. It was up here somewhere. Where'd it go? Huh? Is it this one? Pretty sure there was a shuttle above the sign, wasn't there? Okay, fine. Let's check this one out. Is this... Oh. I've already investigated this. As I was heading to the sign, I saw another derelict shuttle. I'm pretty sure. Didn't I? Oh, maybe it was on the other side? Was it? No, there's just that one over there. Alright, never mind. I'm not gonna waste any more time on this. Alright, well, that was a waste of time. I thought I was onto something there, but... looks like I made a big deal out of small detail. Oh. There's a hull breach in the crew quarters? What's that all about, eh? I wonder if I can fix it somehow. Let's give it a shot. Can't hurt, right? Oh? Oh dear. Of course. Of course it's cystoids. Oh, we got a bunch of rooms here. Board member 313. What? Board member. Interesting. What do we got here? Okay. Book about the space race. And that's about it. Alright, what about the other rooms? Bunch of cystoids. Filing cabinet. Oh. The chipset. What does this one do? Grants increased protection against physical damage. Oh, that's pretty good. What do we take out, though? EMP damage. Movement speed. Alright, sure, why not? I'd say physical damage is the most common kind of damage you can get, so having increased protection against that is not the worst idea. Oh? Now, telepathic damage. I wouldn't mind having some telepathic resistance. 310. Will and Kathy U. Huh? Will and Kathy U. Is that Mom and Dad? Mumsy? Okay then. Nothing to see here. What is this? This isn't even marked as anything. It's not even labeled. Some food. And that's about it.
Mark submitted.
Right, still need to find the source of the breach, maybe, and, oh! We're gonna need to do something about that. I guess this wasn't the source of the breach. Oh. Do I need to go below? Hull breach, crew quarters. Somewhere down here. Huh. I see. Interesting. Hello? Alright, this is where the rest of the staff get to hang out. Can we move this out of the way? So, can we only explore here, or is there actually something that we can do? Oh. Global Unity games. Yeah, we've read that. Radiation shielding. Don't I already have radiation shielding? Oh, I have environmental hazard resistance. Which is, which can be anything, really. But radiation is more specific. Okay. Is this really it? Oh, spare parts. Oh, okay. Now it's leading me somewhere else. I guess it's trying to say that there's 2 hull breaches. One down here and one up there. Yeah, I think it's leading me now to the... Okay. There's 2 now. Alright. Man. Alright, well, that was really a waste of time. Maybe I'm missing something, but... I really doubt it. Alright. This time we go to deep storage. For reals.